Hey everybody, I'm here with Hidden Beats, and today we are talking with Jake from the East Pointers on a second round interview. How are you?
Doing good, Tom. How are you?
Pretty good. It's the end of the actual work day, I guess, coming up, so that's always nice.
There you go. Just starting mine, but
Well, I mean, I'm always working, but the day job type of work day.
yeah, yeah, there you go. Where are you calling from today? Where are you located? Forget.
I'm in Ottawa.
That's all right. Ottawa. How
Yeah,
are things in Ottawa?
not bad. We got a little bit of snow the other day, which was gross, but it's just getting chilly in fall weather right now, which is nice.
Yeah, that's a nice time of year for sure.
It's my favorite time of year since I'm a pale skinned kid. The summer comes for me with sunburns and everything. So
There you go. Yeah,
yeah. So we're here to talk about you, about the music, about the band. But for those who are new, can we do a little intro about you and the East Pointers?
sure. My name's Jake. Playing a band called the East Pointers. We're from Prince Edward Island. It is myself and him and Cody Chasen. Unfortunately, last January, we lost Cody. He passed away, had a heart attack. Um, so Tim and I are just carrying on as the East Pointers and playing a lot of music that we wrote with Cody. And we just released an EP today. Actually, our
Mm-hmm.
EP is available.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons we're here to talk today about it. Is about the EP. So can you give us a little story behind that?
Yeah, sure. So it's the second EP. It sort of all feels like one big project. These are songs that we wrote as a band, the three of us, and a few co-writes along the way. But throughout the pandemic is when we sort of hunkered down in the studio and put a whole bunch of new music together. So Cody's playing on most of these songs, and he's a writer on all of them. And when we lost him, it's been a challenge, to be honest. Been a hard time for sure, but it felt like we had to finish this project that we started with Cody, and it feels really good to have all the songs available today. So there you
Are
have it. It's called Safe and Sound. Is the name of this EP.
is there one track that you're super excited for people to take in?
I don't know if I could pick one, to be honest, but it's a strange world there when you're like, we've already released four of these songs already. They've come out as singles, so there's just two more available today that maybe people, if they do follow the band, there's two that they wouldn't have heard until today. But there's one called "Feeling of Home," which is one of the singles that yeah, I maybe start there if you haven't heard the EP.
Yeah. Now, how do you think your music has evolved over time? You've done a lot of different things and had some obvious things going on through COVID and stuff. So how do you think it's grown?
I think we're always just trying new stuff. It feels like we're always moving in different directions as a band and keeping ourselves entertained, really. But we worked with our producer Derek Hofman from Toronto on these last two EPs, so that's been really fun having some new ideas into our sound. And he's based in Toronto, and we did all the recording in my studio in Charlottetown. So we were back and forth on Zoom. It's been pretty cool experience. Derek's the man. He's amazing, and he's a big part of the sound on this album too. So it's been fun to explore some stuff with him.
Is it interesting to get to experience the different processes with different people?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and this was a new one, I think, for all of us, just having a producer on Zoom, throughout the day, and it was really nice. I mean, it was a weird time for everyone in the world being home for a couple of years there, but yeah, just nice to be in our own space and have no sort of deadline. And yeah, we spent a lot of time and had time to spend on these songs, so it was a nice, really nice experience. And Derek's such a master, so we're honored to work with him for sure.
Mm-hmm. Now, we just coming out of the summer and festival season, everything. Did you get out there and take in some festivals and play at some? And
Yeah, we did a couple. We didn't have too many East Pointers gigs this summer. We've been easing back into touring. Actually, we're on our first tour right now, really, in the past few years. But we had a couple gigs with a side project called Six Hearts with some friends from Prince Edward Island, and Tim and I actually ran our own festival, which happened just a few weeks ago, actually, called Gula Halla. So that was a lot of work, but a lot of fun. It was our third time trying to put the festival on. We had a COVID cancellation and then a hurricane Hurricane Fiona cancellation last year. So this was the third time. Turned out to be the charm, and that was a lot of fun. That was our big festival.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was following with the hurricane cancellation stuff that you were going through, and I went, holy crap, that's got to be something.
yeah, it was a bit unfortunate, and you put a lot of work into something, and then had to cancel just a few days before the event. But it's Mother Nature, I guess, and it was meant to be this year. It felt really good.
Oh, that's awesome. Did you have any really interesting standouts that played at the festival with you, or?
Yeah, definitely loved all the bands that we had. It was the idea of the festival was to find music that the East Pointers liked, that we liked, and people that we'd run into on the road around the world. So we had it was mostly local this year, to be honest. But we had like Rose Cousins over from Halifax, and Emma Mema from Australia, who is also known as Emma Wiggle, children's performer.
I've
So
heard the
she's
name, yeah.
yeah, she's from the Wiggles, who are amazing. We got to know them in Australia, did some of their massive kids shows, and she's become a good friend and is doing her own like a solo project called Emma Mema. So she was over, and the kids were mesmerized. All the grown-ups were mesmerized. She was amazing. We had a girl from actually two more bands from Australia, Talara and Charmer Finches were incredible, and just some the Grass Mountain Hobos from PEI. It was really fun, nice family friendly event, and we'll definitely be working towards next year as well.
That sounds awesome. I always love the festival experience. It's a whole different kind of atmosphere.
Yeah, they're the best. Festivals are it's pretty special pace. We had just some local food and beers and some storytelling, a few comedians, and yeah, there's lots something for everybody.
Nice. Is there people that you're listening to right now that you're kind of like, hey, I'd love to get them on the festival next year that are a little bit unknown?
Yeah, I mean, I guess now's the time we're starting to look for stuff for next year. But we have because of the two cancellations, we have a list of people who we'd love to try to get again. But I'm not sure if I'm allowed to mention any yet. But definitely, yeah, we're listening to lots of music on the go, and yeah, it'll be fun to put it together for next year.
Is there anyone you think that we should be put on our radars now, that even if they're not there, that you're listening to?
Well, to be honest, we're on the road right now with the Fortunate Ones. I should mention them. Fortunate Ones are good friends of ours and an amazing band, and they're just on the road as a duo this time with us. But they just got off a tour with Bahamas. We're big fans of Bahamas as well. I'm sure some of your listeners are as well. And yeah, those are the first two that come to mind at the moment. We're right in the middle of that, but amazing bands, both of them.
So how did the tour itself kind of come together? I saw a list of some cities. Didn't get. I don't think I saw the whole thing though.
Yeah, it's there's a little East Coast run, and then there's a little run in Ontario. So we're not hitting all the cities, all the stops on this one, but as our first tour back, it's just like a 2 week stretch for Tim and I, and yeah, it feels nice to be back on the go. It's a different thing. We're missing Code for sure. He was a big energy to have around and an amazing musician, obviously. So we're figuring it all out as a duo. So there's been some yeah, it's been a learning experience, but it's feeling really good, and it's so nice to play these songs and connecting with the fans again. So we just played in Halifax last night. We're in Moncton tonight, and then St. John, Fredericton, and then we skip over to Ontario, play in Kingston, a couple nights in Toronto at the Rivoli, and Guelph, London, Ontario. I think that's it. Kitchener.
Yeah, I think you have a Peterborough date on there somewhere too.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed there's no Ottawa date, and I was like, oh, okay, well that sucks.
I know. I'm not sure why we didn't get there on this tour. We usually pass through Ottawa and have a lot of good friends there, so we'll be putting that on the next one for sure.
Honestly, right now Ottawa sucks for music. We don't get a lot of stuff, it seems.
Really?
So yeah, it's kind of disappointing, but it is what it
I
is.
mean, yeah, I guess we were at the NAC a couple of times. It's pretty nice spot. Is that still happening?
Yeah, NAC's still live
Yeah,
and popping. They've got a pretty big schedule up into 2024 already.
right. Well, there's no lack of musicians and talent around Ottawa for sure. I'm sure. Surprised
Mhm.
there's not much going on, but lots of players.
It's the big stuff that we seem to miss the most. So
Right.
everyone goes to Toronto, then Montreal, and kind of goes around us.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. It's just like one venue can totally change that. We played the Lighthouse Arts Center in Halifax last night, and I mean, to be fair, Halifax always gets all the bands on the East Coast. But this new venue is really, really pretty cool, special, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys need one of those.
Yeah, actually, we lost a couple during COVID, so there's rumors of someone trying to put together a group to like a venue, which would be nice.
That'd be great. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Checking off my stuff here. I have my notes on my side here just in case I need to do some edits and stuff.
Sounds good.
So last time we got to talk a bit about some fun questions that I do ask, and I have a couple more I thought I'd throw at you this time because got to think of something different.
Sure.
My first one is, who plays the band members in the movie of your lives?
The movie of our lives. Who plays the band members?
Yeah, so who plays each of you, and if like a biopic,
like which actors or which
whoever you think fits you the best, musician, actor.
I don't know. I don't think we'd be worth casting at all. But geez, I don't know. That is a great question, and I can't even. So what you're saying is, if someone else was to play Tim and I these days, who would that be?
Yeah, who do you think you could see doing you justice?
Geez, I'm not up to date with all the actors, to be honest. I'm good. Can I go to the next question? This is such a good question, but I'm going to pass.
I like to throw these ones at you because I know we had a few last time too.
Yeah, you're really good at them. I'm going to have to pass on that one. Sorry.
That's all right.
Brutal answer.
You'll think of it as soon as we're done this too. Like, oh damn,
yeah,
that's perfect.
Right. Yeah, I'll send you an email. Yeah,
that works. Do you remember the first album you ever bought?
I do. Yeah, we were talking about this not long ago. It was Tub Thumper by Chumbawamba was my first CD that I purchased with my own money.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Big Shiny Tunes 2 close after that. It was around that time when I was starting to buy CDs.
Yeah, that was a good one. I think I had that one myself at one point.
Yeah, it's still kicking around in my place somewhere. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I have that song on my playlist like right now anyways.
Do you? Tub Thumper?
Yeah, just for that little bit of a classic feel, you know?
Yeah, it's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I can still picture the CD cover. But
that's actually something I can't picture right now.
It's like bright green, with possibly a baby's face on the front or something like that. I'm gonna have to look this up after, but
I know, right? We're both gonna end up doing that same thing.
Yeah.
Now, we talked a little bit last time about interesting topics that you'd like to know more in an interview, and we brought up hockey actually.
Oh yeah.
So I'm curious what you think about some of this off season's hockey trades.
Yeah, I mean, lots happening. I'm a big Leafs fan, as you might remember, but yeah, we lost last night to the Bruins, unfortunately. Yeah, it's a pretty exciting league, I think, these days. Ottawa's looking great. They've got a pretty fun young team. You guys should be excited about that.
Yeah, they're doing pretty well, actually.
Yeah, they're fun to watch, which is a bit scary as a Leafs fan, but
yep.
Yeah, it's exciting. I mean, I just love watching hockey, and I'm in a couple fantasy leagues, and yeah, it's a great sport.
Yeah, I got a solid keeper league that I've been on for a few years now, and I'm slowly working my way up into the middle, at least at this point.
Yeah,
it's always a hard one.
Oh, it's challenging. I'm not any good at it, but it's a nice thing on the road too to end up at the hotel room and there's a late game on or something. And yeah, there you go.
What do you do outside of music, especially on the road, to start keeping yourself grounded so nothing's getting too overwhelming?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't done a ton of touring in the past few years, so it's just exciting to be out again, taking in some of these cities that we haven't been to in a while, and trying the local coffee and food and stuff like that. But I'm a dad when I'm at home, so I have a 5-year-old and a 9-year-old, 10-year-old stepson. Sorry. So yeah, busy. I like sports. I'm a ski coach in the winter when the touring's not happening. So that's kind of into that stuff, and then doing lots of studio recording these days. Working with some other artists and helping them produce some stuff, and yeah.
Dad life keeps you busy. I've actually got a She's actually turning 1 in like 2 days or something like that.
Wow. Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, that's crazy to
Yeah,
think. 1 year old.
yeah, you're right in the thick of it there, man. My kids are both at school at last, so it's got my days back.
Yeah, that'd be nice. As soon as I'm done here, I gotta go grocery shopping for her birthday party stuff, and it's gonna
Oh
be
yeah.
a big weekend for her.
Yeah, yeah, never ends, but it's definitely a fun adventure. Yeah, missing them,
Definitely,
and even a few
yeah,
days into the tour, it'll be yeah, it's yeah,
changed my life for sure. And I remember the first festival I was on that I've actually like left her for more than 12 hours kind of thing, and I went, holy crap, that's something.
yeah, for sure, yeah, and they change so quickly, even when you're gone a week,
Yeah,
you're learning new stuff every day. But
I
yeah,
swear
it's exciting.
the day I left, my wife sent me a video clip. She's starting to walk with a stool on her, like the day I left.
There you go. Yeah, look out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's already a terror, so it's gonna be interesting.
Well, congratulations. That's exciting.
Thanks, appreciate that. Another fun question: what would you have as your last?
Sorry, cut out for a second. Was that last meal?
Yeah, what would be your last meal?
Well, I think a comfort meal for me is like a spaghetti dinner. It's like a nice bolognese sauce, a little garlic bread. I'm a sucker for that once in a while. So maybe that's what I'd say.
Now, is it like a mom's home cooked recipe, or is it just a good quality dish?
Yeah, no, probably a mom's recipe. I mean, you try to replicate what your mom does sometimes, but yeah, I mean, I'm not super picky. It's hard to mess up spaghetti, really. Glass of red wine on the side, and yeah, let's go with that.
No, that works. That makes sense. What is your thoughts on a hot dog being a sandwich?
Yeah, I'd say it's a some meat between a bun. That's good enough for me.
It's the great debate. Everybody has such drastic emotional responses to that usually.
I didn't know there was a big debate on this. Yeah, I mean, I guess first instinct, I'm on team sandwich, I suppose. Although
Yeah,
I've
I
never
mean,
called it a sandwich myself, but it fits the description, I would think.
yeah, it makes you think though, right?
Yeah, that's a good one. There you go. Some inner turmoil is now
Hmm.
exists. Yeah.
Now, a bit more about the music. We'll get back to some of that. What do you hope fans take away from the East Pointers and from your music?
I think just hope that people find some joy in the music, and we Tim and I have been through a bit of a tough year, and it's been really healing to work on these songs that Cody's been involved with, and I think at the even when Cody was around the band, we often had discussions about mental health and how powerful music can be, and can be pretty healing and provide some comfort or companionship, and yeah, we just hope that it helps people out and hopefully get some joy out of it. We love playing live and seeing people dance and singing along, and I think that's what it's all about. Hearing stories of yeah, people listening to the music and it just helping them through their day. That's the
Hmm.
big thing for us, I think.
Have you had any kind of memorable fan interaction that stood out above others? Maybe someone's messaged you and told you, what a song meant to them or something like that?
Yeah, once in a while we get these pretty nice messages about that. Even just talking to someone yesterday at the gig who listened to our song every day on the way to a job that they didn't love, and it was helping them get there, and yeah, stuff like that. I mean, I know I've been there listening to music over the years, and it's been helpful to me. So it's a big honor that returning the favor and helping some people out.
Hmm.
Pretty special. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually been something that I've noticed a little bit more because of, all the interviews I do, people are kind of realizing that they get to, like someone in your situation gets to do that for someone when that's probably happened for you in the past and probably happened for everyone else.
Yeah, definitely. It's a powerful thing, and not saying our music will do that for everybody, but if it helps a few people, and yeah, it's yeah, music's amazing. So
Hmm.
that's what it's all about.
Now, what motivates you to keep pushing forward in the music world?
Probably that. Probably hearing how your music can help people, and it's such a joy to be able to share, you know, spread some love and stuff like that. And we just love playing music. It's yeah, it's nice to play live, and Tim and we're having a great time being back on the road, and it's inspiring meeting people and playing these songs again. We already have new ideas for new songs. It just sort of, yeah, you're sharing this experience with the audience, and it can turn into so much more. So yeah, I guess that's pushing us forward.
Sparks a moment of joy, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's just definitely, it's not just us playing into the abyss. We're feeling the audience, and there's this sort of 1+1 = a million type of thing is what you're striving for, and you know, yeah, it's pretty special.
Now, last but not least, and the most important question: are you happy?
I am pretty happy. I'm generally a pretty happy guy, and I feel very lucky to be playing music as my living. And yeah, not that there aren't any hard times along the way, but I'm pretty generally pretty happy, and happy to be talking to yourself and all the listeners today. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, and you know, happiness is something that we're all looking for, and it's nice to see that other people are getting to experience it.
It's true. Yeah, yeah, for sure. How about yourself, Tom? How you doing?
I mean, I'm as good as can be. I'm busy, and you know, got a lot of stuff going on, but I'm pretty happy, I'd like to think.
I think that's the key: staying busy and keep doing stuff that you love to do, and that's about all you can do.
I mean, I'm probably doing too much because my wife thinks I work way too much, but other than that, it is what it is.
Yeah, as long as you're enjoying it, I guess.
Yeah, it's something, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. We, you know, you learn a lot when we like losing someone close to you really makes you think about you know, you got to just do what you love to do. You only get one chance at life, and there's no point in doing stuff that aren't making you happy. So yeah, learned a lot these past couple years for sure.
Yeah, and it makes sense, and I've been in a similar situation, so I understand completely.
Yeah.
Well, that's all the fun notes I have written down here. We went through them all pretty quickly. Is there any final
Nice
tidbits or words of wisdom you'd like to leave to people listening? Maybe something, information for young artists?
I mean, I wouldn't say I have a whole lot of wisdom, but yeah, I mean, happy people are listening to our music, and if you're a young artist, just keep going, keep making music, and just know that yeah, keep doing what you love to do is the main thing. People will respect that, and keep going. Don't stop making music. That would be my wisdom for anybody. Keep
Number
going.
one right there. Yeah. So it was great getting to pick your brain a little bit more and kind of catch up with you and see how things are going, and hope you have as much fun as you possibly can have on this tour. It sounds like it's already started out to be a great time.
Yeah, thanks so much. Yeah, we're off to a good start. It's been a pretty nice little route on the East Coast here, and so far so good. No major disasters yet. So we're happy to be on the go.
And where can everybody find you on social media?
The East Pointers on Instagram or Facebook, whatever. We're all over the place, I think. Not very good at TikTok, but we need to be better there. But yeah, new albums available anywhere you listen to music. So check it out.
Well, we'll make sure to link that everywhere. And I'm on the same boat with you on TikTok. That's a whole monster on its own.
That's it. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Well, I'll sign off. I won't keep you too long, and wish you luck on the tour. And when you stop by Ottawa, send me a message. I'll come out and we'll have a beer.
Love that. Nice to talk to you, Tom. Thanks for your time.
I'm sure we'll get to catch up again. It's always good to catch up with old friends.
Yeah, likewise. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
All right, have a good one.
You too. Okay.